Mikel, good afternoon. Good to see you. It's been another week of high stakes and high intensity. How do you reflect on the past week from Arsenal's perspective?
As an experience, it wasn't the best one. Obviously, a defeat in the league, a defeat in the Champions League, and are fully focused on the task that we have ahead of us with 6 games to go. We are a game behind City, and we're going to go a real goal.
That next game is obviously Wolves away. How do you put that into context, given what's gone before?
Well, the context is clear that if we win, we are top of the league. That's the context. You need anything else to be motivated. You need anything else to go to that game with your mind clear and the purpose very, very clear. You have a problem.
And just finally for me, the club announced some sad news today that the passing of Sicip Kwezik, their former chairman and a great stalwart of the club. Have you got any words that you'd like to say about him?
Well, obviously to his family, and very grateful. He was chairman when I was captain. It's a personal figure that is very well respected and loved around the football club. He's done so many incredible things to keep evolving and progressing this football club with very integral and good values, and he needs to rest in peace now.
Go to Syria from PLP.
Hello.
So you've only lost 2 games this calendar year. You're 2 points off the top. Nothing is over until the last match, as you said. People love to highlight the negatives and talk about the lows, but these are the moments that you really learn how to succeed. How have you firsthand as manager seen the team psychologically grow and develop under your tenure here?
Well, obviously it's been a very intense journey, and when you're to be at the top and you are fighting with such a level, you know that you're going to have to go through that. This job, this industry is constantly testing your resilience. It's constantly testing your ego. When things go well, when things don't go well, and you all the time have to be recycling that, and you have to be able to navigate and go through those moments in a natural way, understanding the context and looking at the positives. That's the best thing you can do, because that's the ones that really help learn and look forward.
I wanted to ask about Timber and his role.
Yeah.
So when he comes back, where do you primarily sort of see him playing? He's very versatile, can play on the right or the left. But where do you see his best attributes sort of shine when he wants to come back and fight for a starting place?
Both positions in pre-season, he played in both positions, right and left fullback. In relation to the game as well, the players that we have available, we will use it in different ways.
And finally, so you have 2 key players, obviously Saka, your captain Odegaard. When they're targeted by teams, it really does impact your overall style of play. How do you balance adapting the game when they're targeted so you can be a bit more unpredictable when you're building up your play, but also sticking true to your style and making sure they're individually taking risks and being different in their approach?
Well, I think they are constantly targeted. Our best player, like any other opponent, we always try to find ways and prepare the games to try to help them. If they do try to do certain things to stop us, to find other ways, other spaces, other play, other combinations. And this is a journey that we won't stop, because there's always something else that they try. You have to adapt it and make it work.
Thank you.
Thank you. We go to George from BBC.
Mikel, hello.
Hi.
So can we get some team news, and in particular, is it too soon for Timber still, possibly?
Yeah, it is too soon. He's going to play a game with the under-23s, and after that we will see better where he is, how he felt. He looks really good in training, but it's that last biggest step that now we need to make it smaller and have the certainty that he is ready to go.
Anyone else? Everyone else okay?
The rest is all good.
Just in terms of the last 3 games you've had, very tricky opposition, Bayern and Villa. How does that compare to last season where you had a similar blip? Is this just that you played better teams, or is there anything in that you've looked at possibly?
It's what it is. We have to accept it. I think the 2 games, especially the Bayern one at home in the beginning, obviously it could have been very different. The Villa away, I reviewed 3 times. I think we were the better team. We should have won the game. We didn't. The second half, we paid the price for the chances that we gave them, basically, and we have to move from there. And now it's about showing. Well, I have to talk too much. It's now about showing against Wolves what we are made of, and turn the situation around, and the turnaround can look really, really positive for us.
if you don't win tomorrow, would you say that?
I don't think about that. I think about winning tomorrow.
Just so, but
That if, there are many ifs that, and if,
fine. I know the
Sorry.
result at the moment. I know the week hasn't been good, but still across the season, you must feel like you are really closing the gap on the teams around you, and you've just not got to fall away like you did last year.
and it hasn't been good because of the results. But it's been very good in other experiences, in other situations that we've done really well, and who knows how good it's going to be for us, for Wolves, or to fight better for the Premier League. I don't know. Nobody knows.
And just one more, sorry. There's been a lot over the last 24